Hey, Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com, and I want to welcome you back to the Fearless Formula Training Series. We're on video number 2. We're moving right along, and we're going to be talking about flirting. Flirting without being creepy. Flirting without the fear of embarrassment. And we're going to go over some cool techniques and stuff that I'm going to be teaching you on this video. So make sure you watch the whole thing. Now, I want to thank everyone so far who has commented down below from the first video telling us what you would do if you were fearless. So thank you very much, and if you want to continue to comment there, I will be in the comments as well, and I'll be asking you to comment again. So wait until the end of this video where we'll be talking about something that I want you to talk about again down in the comments. Now I want to remind you again of where I once was. In the last video, I told you a little bit about my story, about how much I feared rejection, feared going up to girls, feared even just going up and saying hi. It was very scary for me, but through some mindset shifts, through some techniques, things that I'm literally teaching you on these videos and more things I'll be teaching you on the Fearless Formula program, I have been able to take it to the point where I have been fearless with women. In fact, to the point where now I have a beautiful, amazing girlfriend, something that I've really wanted for a long time. But it took being able to build up that fearless mindset to be able to get to there. So it was quite the journey, but I got there. You can get there too. There are guys all around the world who are getting there because they're learning the right, again, mindsets and the right techniques in order to be able to go up to girls fearlessly and be able to attract them. So I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right into some really cool stuff. I know that it's very scary to not just go up to a girl and talk to her, but to be able to actually flirt with her, to show interest, right? I know that, well, you actually probably don't know this, so that's why we're going over this. Flirting is the key. Okay, flirting is the key to being able to get a girl attracted to you. That is a big part of attraction. If you're just going up and you're just talking about the weather or random things, that's a good start because at least you're communicating with a girl that you're interested in, but it's not the whole thing. You still need to be able to flirt. Flirting is the mating dance of attraction, right? This is how humans get together. Any human on this planet that has ever been together, that has ever gotten together, whether it's a date or beyond, they have flirted, and you might not even know it. Okay, you might not even know it, but if you look closely, if you were to watch a video of your parents getting together, your friends getting together, people who are getting married, people who are finding dates, you will see that in there is some form of flirtation, and that is key. Now, I know you're scared to do it. I know you're scared to creep girls out because it can be, you know, kind of scary to be able to go up to a girl and be able to do this thing called flirting. But I want you to know is when you understand the proper techniques, when you understand what to do, it is going to help you become more fearless. Now, in order to throw this all together, you know, just me teaching you some of these flirting techniques is not the end all be all. You will have to practice them, right? This is connected to what we talked about in video number 1. If you haven't watched that yet, go watch that. Video number 1 talks about my formula for confidence, which is competence plus the ability to step into the unknown. So key word here is competence. You need to become competent at flirting to be able to be fearless in flirting. Okay, so remember, this is about practice. So you're gonna have to take some of these techniques, some of these ideas, and understand it, and then go out and practice it. So remember also, I said in the other video that it comes down to your skill. So if she's rejecting you, it just means that you're not communicating with her properly and you're not flirting with her properly. That's why I'm teaching you this. So now you're gonna have the tools to do it and then build your skill set, which will help you with your mindset of rejection and then help you do confidence. Isn't it wonderful how it all comes together? Okay, let's not waste any more time. I know you want to learn some cool techniques. You want to do it in a way that's not creepy. Let's get into it. The best way to be able to flirt without being creepy is being able to read her sub-communications. Okay, this is a thing that guys don't really think about. When you're being creepy, when you're a guy who is labeled as a creep or doing something creepy, It's most likely coming from the fact that you're not able to read how she's feeling. And the good news is a girl will be able to tell you how she's feeling in an interaction. Maybe not verbally, but she will give you some of those sub-communications, which comes in the form of her facial expressions, which comes in the form of her body language, which comes in the form of her tonality. So you'll be able to tell, okay? You'll be able to tell if you're starting to cross a boundary that's uncomfortable for her. And I know that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to make a girl feel uncomfortable, because that's what's gonna make her think that you're a creep, right? Is just making her feel uncomfortable. In order to dodge that, again, it's about reading the signs, understanding how she's feeling, but also learning how to flirt in a way where it's not going to be creepy. And I will be teaching you some of those things today in order to, again, not come off creepy. So first lesson here is understanding her sub-communications. So one thing you want to practice when you're in an interaction with the girl is being able to pay attention to what's going on with her. What's happening? Is she responding to you? Is she giving you a dirty look? Is she giving you a confused look? Is she turning away from you? Is she not engaged in conversation? Now, I just want to warn you, okay? Don't worry if she's doing those things. That doesn't necessarily mean you're coming off creepy, okay? But what it does mean is that she's not yet interested in what's going on in the conversation, okay? So it's very important to read those cues, to read those signals of interest. So it's up to you when you're practicing this skill and you're going up and you're talking to girls that you are able to go up and you're not able to only communicate, but to visualize and understand what's going on with her. Here's one tip. Don't drink a lot of alcohol when you're going out trying to meet girls, okay? I know a lot of guys do that. They go out and they get plastered. And the problem with that is, first of all, you're building what's called superficial confidence, because you are only, feeling that confidence or doing the confidence only because you are, under the influence, which is not going to be good for you in the long run. Hopefully that's self-explanatory, but if I have to say, imagine you're out during the day and you see a girl. You're not going to run to your car and take a bunch of shots of Jack Daniels and then go and talk to her. No, that's not sustainable. We want to create sustainable ways of being able to attract a woman. Plus, if you're drinking, here's the most important part. If you're drinking, you are not going to be really in tune with how she's feeling. You're not going to be able to read her signals. Okay, you're gonna be drunk, okay? When you're drunk, you're not all there, okay? Things are blurry, sometimes literally, right? You're not able to pick up on all the cues. You're not gonna be very sharp. And I want you to be sharp when you're in interactions with women. So you wanna make sure that you are focusing on what's going on, how she's feeling, how she's reacting to when you're talking to her and when you're flirting with her. And then you'll know if you've crossed the line. But here's the thing. When you are being creepy, it's usually because of two things. Either one, you're saying really weird things, like you're saying something that's very odd, like creepy topics might be like things about death or things that are really gross. I mean, use your intuition here, like things that are just very odd and uncomfortable, okay? Another one of that is sex, right? If you're talking about sex with something sexual way too fast in an interaction, that is going to creep out a girl. So err on the side of caution with not getting too sexual too fast, and also not saying things that are just very strange and very weird. Those are things that's gonna creep a girl out. My guess is because you're probably new at this, you are more fearful of creeping her out, but you're not gonna do it because you're not a guy who's gonna be super aggressive. And most of the guys who are super aggressive, who really have no filter, can creep out a girl very fast. Now let me teach you some really cool flirting techniques. Something that's so easy that you can use literally today. The next time that you're going up to a girl, you use this stuff. Now, if you've been an avid watcher of my videos, my podcasts, maybe you've heard this stuff before, and good, you should hear it again because they're the most powerful, most important tips in terms of flirting. And if you haven't, get ready because this is simple, but it works, okay? So here are some of my best flirting tips. First, let's talk about eye contact. Eye contact is a great way to flirt with the girl because it's sub-communicating to her that you're interested, right? When you're giving someone eye contact and you're talking to them, that means that they're interested in you on some level, right? I mean, even if it's a guy who's giving you eye contact, right? They're interested in what you're saying and what's going on. They're interested in the interaction. So you want to show a girl that too. But also, eye contact is a way to really display confidence and display to a girl that you're comfortable around women. And women want to know that you are comfortable around women. That makes them feel more secure and more comfortable being around you. If you're not comfortable around women, or you show that you're not comfortable around women, then it's going to show that you don't have a lot of experience and that you're shy, and these are kind of like the signs of weakness, okay? So a sign of strength and a sign of courage and a sign of being fearless is really good eye contact, holding eye contact with her throughout the entire interaction. So try that the next time you do it, and here's a little tip on how to do it so you do it better, is make sure when you're looking at her, look at her in one eye, okay? Look at her in one eye only so it's not as intimidating and it gives you something to focus on, okay? And if you're looking at one eye, it still appears as if you're looking into both of her eyes. So try that the next time that you're talking to a girl. All right, the next flirting tip that I want to give you that you can use immediately is the compliment. When you're in an interaction with a girl, when you're talking to a girl that you're interested in and things are flowing, just give her one compliment. Again, we're not going to be sitting here and just dishing out a bunch of compliments because you're going to be appearing too needy and it's going to be too much. So instead, give her one compliment, okay? Something that maybe she's wearing, okay? Something that maybe she's holding, like she's got a really cool purse, or she's got a really cool dog, or something she's wearing, something she's doing, something that she's holding, right? Those are some things that you can think about in terms of a compliment, something that she's wearing, holding, doing, or even just saying that you think she's beautiful. This is not something you necessarily do right off the bat in the first couple minutes, but you do this maybe 5 to 10 minutes within talking to the girl, where she's already comfortable with you, you guys have already built a rapport, and then boom, you hit her with a nice compliment. And that's flirting. That's going to make her feel really good, and it's going to let her know that you're interested, and it's going to start to make her feel some of that attraction towards you, okay? So again, you're giving her the compliment, you're holding the eye contact, you're doing it at one time, and you're doing it somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes in the interaction, okay? Now you might be thinking, Trip, I can't even get to that point where I'm in 5 to 10 minutes of conversation. Like, I'm far away from that. First of all, you're not far away from that. Again, it's just taking practice of going over, being competent, and talking to a lot of girls, and then building the skill of being able to go up and successfully talk to that girl for 5 to 10 minutes. So it just takes time over and over of practicing that, and you will be able to do it with that practice. And I go in more in detail and more in depth in the Fearless Formula program about how to do that and how to get over more of your approach anxiety. We're kind of just scratching the surface here, but just know that if you use some of these techniques and just practice them and try them out without thinking about the fear of rejection and understanding what rejection really means, you'll take it far. Okay, let's go into the third technique here in terms of flirting. I want you to disagree with her playfully, okay? That's what it's called, disagreeing playfully. So you'll do this maybe once, maybe twice. That's it, maximum in an interaction, okay? You're talking to a girl and she says something. She's like, oh, I really love the Dodgers, right? And then you're like, you love the Dodgers? Oh, no, the Dodgers are terrible. Right, now you're saying this and you're disagreeing with her, but again, you're disagreeing with her playfully. Playfully means that you have a smile on your face, like you're joking around, like that joking vibe where you're kind of half smiling. You're making it into something like a tease, like you're teasing her. So you disagree with her playfully. Now, why is this flirting? Well, this is showing her that you're not needy, okay? That you're not just agreeing with everything she says, and that you have your own opinions, which is a sign of strength and masculinity, which then forms attraction and makes her attracted to you, right? There's that part. But also, she's gonna know that you're flirting with her, and we want her to know this, okay? We want her to know that you are interested. So if you're disagreeing with her and you're doing it in a playful way, like, no, you're like the Dodgers, no, that's terrible. Wait, you're from Texas? Oh, Texas is the worst. right? Oh wait, what do you do for a living? No, you don't. You don't do that. That's not what you do for a living, right? Again, disagreeing with her playfully and making a joke out of it. This is gonna again show her that you're having a good time, that you're flirting with her, and that jokey mentality, that jokey vibe comes off very playful, comes off very flirty, and again, will start to form the bond of attraction between you and the girl. So, recap here, eye contact, 1 compliment, 1 to 2 disagreeing with her playfully, and all doing that while just communicating with her and being able to understand her cues, whether or not she's interested, and being able to do this all within, 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna take this 1 step further, give you a little bit more of some technical ideas here. So when are you gonna start flirting? I know the guys asked that, like, when do you start flirting with a girl? Well, I want you to start flirting. I want you to start flirting when you see 1 to 2 signs of her being interested in you, okay? So this is when we pay attention to what's going on with the girl. 1 to 2 signs of her being interested. What are those signs? Those signs are she's asking you a question. She seems engaged in talking with you. She's moving her body closer to you. She touches you. She's giving you eye contact. She's introducing you to her friends, okay? All those things, rewind this and listen to that again if you need a little bit of a recap, okay? But all those little things are signs of interest, okay? Hopefully it's a little bit intuitive for you. Whenever you think, like, I think this girl might be interested in me, this is you picking up on those signs and not even knowing it. Okay, those are the signs that are happening. It's like she's talking to you a little bit more. She's like laughing at your jokes. That's another one. She's smiling at you a lot. She's just very engaged with you. Once you see just 1 to 2 signs of that, boom. I want you to be, well, you should be giving her eye contact the whole time, but give her a compliment, start to disagree with her playfully. Reading those signs, implementing those techniques, this is gonna be huge for you in terms of being able to flirt without being creepy and without any embarrassment, and do it in a way that is going to successfully attract the girl that you're talking to. So we're building here on this training series of the Fearless Formula, right? In video number 1, we talked about the whole idea of what rejection really means to help you conquer your fear of rejection. Now we're moving into flirting, so now you can get into conversations, start to flirt, start to get her interested, do it in a way that's not gonna scare you. And I want you to look out for video number 3, where we're gonna move along the process here, kind of in a linear fashion, right? It's like first we're going for the approach, then the conversation and flirting, and then into text. That's right, I'm gonna be teaching you how to become fearless over text. I know that eventually you're gonna be getting girls' numbers. You might have numbers right now. Fantastic. I'm gonna teach you how to text, do it fearlessly, to be able to accomplish the goal that you want, which we'll be going over in video number 3. Hint, it's about getting her in person. I kind of just spoiled the video, but that's what texting is all about. It's about meeting up with her. But how do you do that? How do you do that? We'll be going over that again in video number 3. What I want you to do now is I want you to write a comment down below. Write a comment that is going to be the sign that you have seen lately that a girl has been interested in you, right? So I'm sure you've been talking to some girls. If you have, write down, what is 1 sign a girl has given you out of all the signs I listed before? Maybe you have to rewind, okay, and go back to the part where I said the signs. Again, some of those are touching you, talking to you, engaging with you, her body's facing you, she's asking you questions. Is there a sign that you've seen? If you have, write it down below. Why I'm asking you to do this is because I want you to be more conscious of these signs. I want you to think about the signs that a girl might have given you in the past to help you be conscious of the signs that a girl might give you in the future so you can move forward with the interaction and flirt with her and then get her attracted. So write down that sign below. And don't forget, there's a webinar coming up, a free webinar. All you gotta do is register, click up top or in the link below. That's gonna give you the link to the webinar to register. There's a few times that are available for you to come and check it out, where I'll be teaching you the missing ingredient in terms of becoming fearless and going over my entire Fearless Formula program, how you can get a hold of it, and how the Fearless Formula program is going to be helping you. So write a comment down below, register for the webinar, and I'll see you on video number 3, where we'll be talking about being fearless over text.